Good morning, Fortrain Nation. So this is part 2 of our 6-part series for off-season recap and final grades. So this one is, we just finished up the NL West. We're going on to the NL Central. Before we get on to them, if you could hit that like, subscribe, and bell icon buttons, that'd be greatly appreciated. It's extremely helpful for the channel. It gives me great feedback on the content, as well as I don't want you to miss out on a single thing that I put out, especially when big news comes out, because you'll get it here. And we are on the cusp of 500 subscribers. So thank you all for who have subscribed and shown support to the channel. Let's get on with it. So, starting with the Cubs in the NL Central for the off-season recap. Well, they re-signed Cody Bellinger. Nice move. They made a trade with the Dodgers, got second baseman Michael Busch, and Yuri, and a relief pitcher, I think it was, from LA, Yuri Almonte. So Yuri Almonte and Michael Busch came over from the Dodgers to the Cubs. They also signed left-handed starting pitcher Shota Imanaga, and they also got relief pitcher Hector Neris. I'm giving them a B+ for their offseason. First off, just re-signing Cody Bellinger already makes them better. Getting second baseman Michael Busch and relief pitcher Yuri Almonte are two good young pieces. Michael Busch, who was the number 2 prospect, I think, for the Dodgers when he was with them. So that's a very good move for them. Getting left-handed starting pitcher Shota Imanaga really bolsters that rotation. It gives them another good arm to slot in with Kyle Hendricks. And then getting right-handed pitcher Hector Neris off the free agent market from the Houston Astros is a great way to have a closer, or a great pitcher to get to close out games for them. So, fantastic job on the Cubs' part this offseason. All those pieces are really going to be helpful. It's got a nice mix of youth and experience. And the Cubs, to me, made some very important moves this year in the offseason. So they are getting a B+ for me. Moving on to Cincinnati. The Reds got relief pitcher Emilio Pagan and third base Jeimer Candelario. Jeimer Candelario was their big splash this offseason. It was a good sign. Definitely going to give them a good piece at the hot corner. And then Emilio Pagan's going to help out in that pitching staff with the Reds this year. So, honestly, I don't think they did enough. They missed out on Sonny Gray. They missed out on Lance Lynn. They missed out on a chance to trade for Dylan Cease. In my opinion, I'm going to give them a C. I don't think they did nearly enough to even remotely be considered for a B. But that's just my opinion. Remember, this is based off of, this is my takes and opinions on what I think they did, if they did enough or not. Cincinnati, I don't think did enough. They get a C for their grade. St. Louis, like the Cubs, did a lot this offseason. They were busy. They didn't make the biggest splashes, but they did make splashes. So let's get on to St. Louis. So the Cardinals signed shortstop Brandon Crawford, starting pitcher Sonny Gray, starting pitcher Lance Lynn, starting pitcher Kyle Gibson, relief pitcher Nick Robertson, and relief pitcher Victor Santos came over in a trade, I believe it was. And then they also traded for relief pitcher Andrew Kitteridge from Tampa Bay. Very solid moves. They really upgraded that pitching. They got a veteran shortstop to help out on the left side of the infield. The move that really stood out was the Andrew Kitteridge move. It's going to be a very, very sneaky move. That to me really says smart, calculated, well thought out move. So for me, St. Louis is getting a B. Each piece is going to help in their own way. They got 3 big starting pitchers in Kyle Gibson, Lance Lynn, and Sonny Gray. So the rotation is stacked right now. They really upgrade that rotation. So good job for them, on them for doing that. Moving on to Milwaukee. They got starting pitcher Brandon Woodruff back. They got starter reliever Wade Miley. They got relief pitcher Coleman Crowe. First baseman Austin Nola. Reese Hoskins from the Phillies they signed. And right-handed pitcher Jacob Junis. So their big splash was Reese Hoskins. I know he's coming off of an injury, but a still nice, a very nice piece to add into that lineup. Good power piece. It's going to give them a lot of depth there, so good job on them for doing that. And they are going to get a B-. I don't think they did enough. I think had they kept Corbin Burns, who they traded, then I would have given them probably a B, but they didn't. They got rid of Corbin Burns, which I didn't really fully understand after they said they were going to keep him. But, it happens. So, to me, Milwaukee... I forgot. And they also got a shortstop from Baltimore and a left-handed pitcher, DJ Hall, in that Corbin Burns trade. So, they're going to get a B-. They did improve somewhat. They still have work to do. I don't know if they're better than the Cubs, but they did make somewhat of an improvement from last year. So, to me, they get a B-, and they, because of the improvements that they still have to make. Moving on to Pittsburgh, a team who never spends on their team. But this year, they did. So, good for them. They got starting pitcher Marcos Gonzalez from Atlanta in a trade. They got outfielder Edward Olivares from Kansas City. They got first base Rowdy Tellez. They re-signed designated hitter Andrew McCutchen. They got starting pitcher Martin Perez from Texas. They also got catcher Yasmani Grandal from the White Sox. So to me, they get a B. That's not a team that normally spends on their own team, but this year they did. They made the necessary changes and the adjustments and improvements to the team to make them better and more competitive. So to me, I really like what Pittsburgh did here. It fits within their budget. It is definitely very, very good that they got a catcher because they needed one. The Martin Perez move, though, to me is the smart move and the very calculated move. You got him from the defending world champ Texas Rangers. So that takes a starter away from them and adds a good veteran presence and leadership in that rotation to go along with Mitch Keller, who they also re-signed, which was the money move for them. So they're going to actually get a B+ because I forgot they got Mitch Keller back. So that's why they get the B+. Good job on Pittsburgh for doing that. You guys let me know in the comments section below what you think of each of the NL Central teams. And until next time, guys, you have a great rest of your day. And I will talk to you next time.